And welcome into Maverick Stadium. Shout out to our guys in the studio. What a delay. Rain, lightning, then the lights going out. Alongside Dante Whitner, I'm Michael Grady. We're finally ready to play some football, Dante.
Yeah, we're finally ready to rock and roll, and I know these teams are excited.
Utah State won the toss and deferred. So they'll kick off to North Dakota to get this one started. Great crowd here at Maverick Stadium as Elliott Nimrod gets us started here at Merlin Olsen Field. Skokna takes it out of the end zone. Has a little bit of running room and taken down just shy of the 30-yard line.
And that's a good return from Skokna. They're expecting big things from him. Can run in between the tackles, but more so he's a returner, punt returner.
North Dakota coming off a win in week 1 over Idaho State. They're ranked in the top 10 of the FCS polls.
It'll be interesting to see how this Utah defense aligns early on in this game. They know they're going to get a lot of run, a lot of quick passes. Let's see how they align.
Tommy Schuster, the quarterback for the Fighting Hawks. And there's a quick pass and some running room. And Brock Boltman with the play.
Talking with offensive coordinator Danny Froome, he said that Brock Boltman is going to get a lot of touches this game. And immediately they go to him with the wide receiver screen. Looked like he was going to break that one. They're going to get him the ball early and often.
18-yard gain for Boltman on the first offensive play of this game for the Fighting Hawks. Bo Belquist in motion. Schuster, quick pass, almost picked off, but it's caught. Bo Belquist with the play off of the deflection.
Oh, and their star, Gilliam, he almost had a big game-changing play on the first play last week. Tommy Schuster was really good at putting the ball on the receivers there. I don't know if he saw Cash sitting underneath. That should have been a pick six.
Schuster threw for 183 yards and a touchdown last week against Idaho State. 3 receivers to the left. 2nd down and 3.
They're getting a lot of man coverage.
Schuster, quick handoff to Skokna, finding some running room and picking up the first down. Strong first drive for the Fighting Hawks.
And you knew that they would come out strong. Skokna, smaller in stature, but he's an ex-wrestler from high school. 8 of 9. He has 9 siblings. And when we talked to Danny Froome, he said that he was going to get him the ball. He's not the starter, but we see 2 touches early, and he's making big plays.
8-yard gain, another first down for North Dakota. Schuster needs to get it away. Tough pass. Skokna can't get to it. Zahantri Jackson was the closest defender in the area. Great pressure from the Aggies.
Yeah, that's one of those old Florida blitzes, getting right directly in the quarterback's face. He didn't have an opportunity to even get the ball downfield. He was going to get sacked. Cash Gilliam, again, on the play. He's the star. They expect him to blitz. They expect him to cover. And they expect him to get the ball.
See the starting defensive lineup for the Aggies. 2nd down and 10. Otis Weah in at running back, and he is swallowed up.
And that is what Ephraim Banda talked about, the defensive coordinator from Utah State. He talked about playing downhill, being aggressive up front, and that was a jailbreak. They have 4 guys around the ball. I like what I'm seeing from this Utah State defense right now.
Justin Rice was the closest defender there, the first to get to the ball handler. He had 7 tackles last week. Coaching staff says he has a nose for the football. 3rd down and 10.
Let's see if we get some pressure here from Utah. They like to bring the pressure, like to play man coverage, like they're going to play zone.
Schuster has some time there, has an open man, and it's caught. Belquist near the 10-yard line on 3rd and 10. Huge play for North Dakota.
freshman All-American last year, and we talked to the offensive coordinator. He said, watch out for Bo Belliquist. He's our biggest playmaker in there. Looks like a blown coverage from Utah State secondary.
North Dakota looking loose, Dante, after that long delay.
Yeah, they're looking loose, and that's what we said in the interim. We said that, you know, it favors them. They have a bunch of seniors over there. They've been in these type of situations, and right now they're trying to get in the end zone.
Quincy Vaughn in at quarterback, stepping in for Schuster. And it's a reverse, and a pass, and Belquist is open, caught in the end zone. But a flag is on the play.
And it looks like it's going to be a late hit on Tatum. It looks like that touchdown is going to stand.
The reverse to Boltman and finding Belquist in the end zone for the touchdown.
Defense, number 23. That 15-yard penalty being forced on the kickoff. Result of the play was a touchdown.
How about that opening drive for North Dakota?
That was an amazing drive. Exactly what you want to do. FCS team on the road versus the FBS team. They come out, trick plays, playbook wide open. Brock Boltman, who played a barrage of different positions, quarterback, wide receiver, running back, utilizing his skills to throw the ball there. Touchdown, North Dakota.
Could not ask for a better start. Adam staging to kick the extra point. And he puts it through. Rain starting to fall here once again at Maverick Stadium. And what an opening drive for North Dakota. The Fighting Hawks with some trickeration. Brock Boltman to Bo Belquist in the end zone. 7-0 Fighting Hawks here at Maverick Stadium.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Verizon. 5G built right. And by Marco's. Pizza lovers get it.
The Aggies of Utah State have had some outstanding football players in the history, including Jordan Love, Bobby Wagner, who can forget the late, great Merlin Olsen. Outstanding opening drive for North Dakota. 7 plays, 71 yards. Took just 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Ended with a Bo Belquist 13-yard TD reception. On that drive, Belquist had 3 catches for 46 yards in that TD. Setting the tone early for the Fighting Hawks after a long delay, and that kickoff sent through the end zone. They did not want to give it to that man, Savon Scarborough, who has 6 kickoff returns for touchdowns in his career.
No, Bubba Swagger talked to us early in the week. He said, listen, we're not going to kick the ball to this guy. Our kicker was 7 for 7 kicking through the end zone last week, and it's a good start kicking it through right there.
How about Logan Bonner? Came on late in that game last Saturday against Washington State. Led 2 touchdown drives in the final 5:25 of that game to lift them to the victory.
Yeah, and he has a lot of experience in this offense, which is why they went with him in that 4th quarter. They fully trust him, and he's starting to win over his teammates and coaches here at Utah.
143 yards and a touchdown last week in that win. He'll take the snap with Calvin Tyler Jr. right next to him. It is Tyler Jr. getting the run. Nearly brought down, but breaks free. Flag on the play. As it stands right now, about an 11-yard gain for Tyler Jr.
It looks like it'll be coming back.
Holding. Offense. Remains first down.
Holding on that play for Utah State. Now this is where things get interesting for the Aggies. For those who haven't seen this team play under Blake Anderson, this is the 2nd game as head coach, but they want to play fast.
They want to play fast, and I call it the super speed option. They have wide receivers lining as close as 1 yard from the sideline. They like to run the ball, but the up tempo wearing down the defense, and then they go to the run.
1st and 20, and it's another handoff. Calvin Jr. not much running room. As we take a look at the starting offense for Utah State.
It all starts with Logan Bonner up front.
Another quick snap and a pass. On the outside, not much running room for Brandon Bowling. Brought down quick.
And they talked about wanting to get big plays or getting positive plays on P and 10. That's the first play of a drive. They had a negative play for holding, which put them behind the sticks.
3rd and 11. Bonner. Nice pass, and it's caught by Bowling, who dives forward close to the first down marker.
Oh, and he had more yards to get. He was this close from breaking it. And Bowling is a transfer that came over from Arkansas State. They love his route running ability. And there, he had a big play, broke a tackle, and got the first down.
It is 4th and short. Bonner takes a snap, quick give. Calvin Tyler Jr. picks up that first down to keep the sticks moving.
I like Calvin Jr. putting his shoulder pads down, getting that first down. And when we talked to Brett Halinka, the defensive coordinator at North Dakota, he said they're smaller up front. They're going to have to beat them with quickness and leverage.
They're going to keep us on our toes with these quick snaps. Another quick pass, Bowling, and he's going to be brought down quick. Caleb Nelson there to bring him down.
One thing that Blake Anderson and Anthony Tucker, the offensive coordinator, wants to do, they want to make you cover every blade of grass, laterally and widthwise.
2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain.
Force you to make open field tackles. I'll be interested to see how the nickelbacks for North Dakota tackle in the open field.
Bonner. Over to Scarver, who's hit quickly and brought down.
Oh, that was a nice one. I like the tackle. The corner had to read 2-1, which means he was looking at 2 vertical, put his foot in the ground, broke, made the tackle. Scarver is somebody they want to get involved this week.
They dropped the ball, so it's 3rd down and 7. Another big play early for the Aggie offense if they can convert this first down. Big opportunity for the North Dakota defense. Bonner has an open ball. To the 10, in the end zone, touchdown Aggies. 54-yard strike for the TD.
And that was all Logan Bonner. If you look at his eyes, he's moving the safety to get over top of number 1, immediately snaps back, throws a start to Bowling, who makes the rest of the play and scores a touchdown. They said they were going to get him the ball. They said he's their best route runner, and he showed it right there, tying up the game.
Longest play of the year for Utah State. Connor Coles, Mountain West Special Teams Player of the Week for his performance against Washington State. On for the extra point. Puts that through. Hey, it was a long wait to get this one started, but what a start to this football game. Logan Bonner to Brandon Bowling for the 54-yard TD. We're all knotted up at 7 here on CBS Sports Network. Back here in Logan, Utah, we're tied up at 7. The NFL is officially back, and there's no better way to kick off that first football Sunday than with Tops. Join our crew for a full 4 hours of previews and predictions on that other pregame show Sunday morning at 8 on CBS Sports Network. Dante all tied up at 7 apiece. Big-time play. Logan Bonner to Brandon Bowling.
Yeah, and it was more so of a blown coverage. You have the safety here who's supposed to be deep half inside the numbers. You have the corner who's here in the flat, and then you have the backer who's supposed to be inside. The safety gets a little too wide, and there you have it in the middle of the field, wide open.
Wide open there, leading to that score. And we are off to a fast start in this ball game. Kickoff by Nimrod. And is taken at about the 17-yard line. Great first drive for North Dakota to get things started. Awfully efficient, 2:45 taken off the clock on that opening drive for their score. Then the touchdown pass to Bo Belquist. We'll see what they do on their second drive. Tommy Schuster back in at quarterback. Otis Weir next to him. Weir had 3 touchdowns last week. Hand off to Weah, brought down quickly, may have gained 2.
And they're attacking downhill, and that's what they want to be, penetrating up front. Allow Justin Rice, linebacker, transfer from Arkansas State, all Mountain West last year, to scrape over and make the tackle.
Second down for the Fighting Hawks. Skokna just checked in at running back. Jack Wright in motion. Schuster nearly had to pick that off the ground, and it's complete. Skokna with running room, finally brought down. Cash Gilliam making the tackle after another big gain for the Fighting Hawks.
And Skokna, we talked about it early in the game. He's going to get his fair share of touches, and you see the offensive line get out in front of him. You see the receivers blocking, and he almost hit it for a big one. I like it. I like the game plan for North Dakota right now.
They want to get rid of the football quickly. 34-yard gain on that play. 1st and 10 just past midfield. Schuster rolling, running room, finally gets it away, and there's some contact. No flag on the play. Intended for Marcus Preston.
Intended for Marcus Preston, but that's a situation right there where they expect Tommy Schuster to step up in the pocket. You don't see anything open, take off and get the yards with your legs. They talked to him about that in the offseason. Last year versus James Madison in the quarterfinals, he had a play that could have extended a drive and possibly catapulted them to a win, and he didn't take off and do it. He should use his legs.
2nd down and 10. Schuster. And it's a handoff to Weah. A little bit of room there. We'll set up a 3rd and short.
Dominic Tatum on the tackle. He's going to have to fill in for Shaq Bond, who's missing this week with a bum knee, and he's very physical. And Banda, he talks about it. He talked about this guy coming on strong in camp. He's smaller in size, 6'2", 175 pounds, but he's a good coverage guy. He covers you up man-to-man well, and he might be a corner at the next level.
Crowd making some noise on 3rd and 10.
Expect pressure from Utah State here.
3rd and 2 as Schuster gets ready to take the snap. And it's a give to Weah, a little bit of running room, and he'll get that 1st down.
That offensive line got a push, and Weah, he put his shoulder pass down, and he got that 1st down. You couldn't have drawn this up any better for North Dakota. They come out the first drive, trick plays, and then here, you're extending the drive, ready to go down and score another touchdown.
One of the things we noticed in talking with the Utah State coaches, they're going to give up yards. They don't want to give up touchdowns.
No, and last week, the opposition was in the red zone 5 times. They stopped him and held him to a field goal 4 out of 5.
Quick pass to Skokna, and he fires away. And it's short there, but a flag is thrown.
That's going to be a pass interference. You have to look back for the ball. You have to keep your eyes glued on your work.
This is not a conservative offense for North Dakota. Yes, they want to run the football. Yes, they want to control the clock. But we've already seen 2 trick plays.
Yes, we've already seen 2 trick plays. And these aren't things that they've shown. It takes a lot of discipline on Utah State's behalf if they want to stop these plays. These double passes are tough on the defense.
After the penalty, North Dakota set up at the 15-yard line.
Down here, you expect them to throw it up to some of their big wideouts. They have guys that are 6'4" and 6'5". How about you try it and throw it up to one of them?
And another quick flag there.
Offense, number 39. You're a penalty. Main 1st down.
Tight end Adam Zavalny called for the false start.
And those are the penalties that Bubba Swagger, he calls those discipline penalties. They have nothing to do with the opposition. It's all about your focus, jumping off sides. That's not going to sit well with their head coach.
Not penalized that much during the spring campaign for North Dakota. Generally a disciplined football team. 1st and 15. Schuster. Quick pass, and Preston is brought down right around the 13-yard line.
And that's a big part of their offense right there. Getting the ball out quick, getting it to the flat.
Tonight's Red Zone is brought to you by Verizon.
And this is where North Dakota wants to finish. I would like to see Otis Weah get the ball a little more down here and enforce their will. They have an offensive line that's been together for a long time. They like to fire off. They're a downhill, physical run team. Let's see if they give the ball to Weah here.
And they do give it to Weah. Trying to spin through tacklers and brought down after a short gain.
Majority of the time, he's going to break that first tackle. And what did he tell us this week, Michael? He said that's 9-1-1 action. When somebody penetrates and gets into the backfield, he has to beat that first guy. The running back coach, Rouse, talks to him all the time. You must beat the first guy, and that's what he did on there. They're going to continue to pound the ball with Otis Weah.
Ale Matuapuaka brought him down, setting up a 3rd and 7 for the Fighting Hawks. Tie game late first quarter here at Merlin Olsen Field.
Garrett Mack down here at the bottom of the screen.
Schuster, quick pass, and it's hauled in for the touchdown. How about the Fighting Hawks?
Did you see that strike? He knew exactly where he wanted to go. They dictated the coverage by trying to double cover Mag, who's 6'5" at the bottom of the screen. He knew exactly when to do it. He was decisive with the pass, and he fired it in there. 2 straight drives that ended in touchdown for North Dakota. You can't draw this up any better.
Great hands from Adam Zavalny. Another score for North Dakota to put the pressure on Utah State. Quiet crowd right now after 2 touchdown drives for the Fighting Hawks. 14-7 North Dakota here at Merlin Olsen Field on CBS Sports Network. (14-7) North Dakota over Utah State. Step up with Werner Ladder and help football coaches find a cure for Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Visit coach2curemd.org. 14-7 advantage for the Fighting Hawks. This once again puts pressure on the Utah State offense. Dante, they want to move quickly down the field. Feast or famine, because if you have a 3 and out, that defense has to go back out there on the field.
Yeah, push your defense back out there, and they're a little fatigued. But one thing that Blake Anderson tried to preach to his team was, hey, don't take this team lightly. This team can beat a lot of FBS teams, and I think they realize that they're in for a dogfight now.
Football falls off the tee. A little breezy here. So funny, when we showed up at the stadium, it was about 88 degrees and sunny. Then the dark clouds came in, then the rain, then the lightning. And right now it's hovering around 60 degrees. We've seen a 30-degree difference. We've seen rain and lightning. Game started a little more than an hour later than what we anticipated. Awfully impressive start to this game for North Dakota. You wouldn't know that there was a long delay. And once again, that not returnable. We talked about Savon Scarborough and how deadly he is as a return man. One more kickoff touch return for him, and he will tie the NCAA record. What's impressed you most about what you've seen from North Dakota so far?
Well, that they're confident. They're running the football, they're play action. They went deep into their playbook with all the trick plays, and they're working. They 2 consecutive scores. You couldn't have drawn it up any better.
See this lineup defensively for the Fighting Hawks. You see their corners. Hayden Galvin had an interception last week. 3 interceptions as a team total for the Fighting Hawks. Big part of their game plan defensively. Pressure and forced turnovers. Bonner back to pass. Looking deep once again, and out of reach for Scarborough.
And that is good coverage. If you're not going to stay with the receiver, you want to push him out of bounds using that sideline as an extra defender. Great technique there. There was no way for him to throw the ball. And even if he touched it, it would have been a penalty.
2nd down and 10. See the Aggies line it up once again quickly.
You see how far this offense is spread. They make you cover every blade of grass out there.
Bonner going to keep it himself. Ran into his old offensive lineman and brought down quickly.
And that was a called direct quarterback run. They tried to box count. 6 men in the box, you go with the quarterback run. 7 men in the box, you probably throw the bubble screen. And that's a play that's probably drawn up for Andrew Peasley. He's more of the runner.
3rd down and 10. Bonner. Pressure, gets away from it, on the move, and he's going to step out of bounds, forcing a punt for the Aggies. This is exactly what we're talking about. Strong defensive stand there for North Dakota.
Yeah, and they're flying around. They wanted to utilize their quickness up front to beat this bigger offensive line, making Logan Bonner flush the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball on 3rd down, and they get off the field on 3rd down. This is what North Dakota wanted to do. They wanted to get up early, they wanted to sustain and finish.
Number one thing they practice in defense is pursuit of the football. We saw that there. Josh Navratil, the closest defender to force Bonner out of bounds. Flag is thrown on the punt, and it's hauled in at about the 36-yard line. But we'll check on the flag.
It's been quite a few flags here in this first quarter. A little sloppy on the side of Utah State and North Dakota. I think both teams, they want to clean that up.
Officials still trying to figure this one out.
Illegal shift. Offense, number 16 and 14. That 5-yard penalty is enforced within the kick. Time on the field.
40-yard kick. North Dakota will take things over. 2 touchdowns on their first 2 drives of this football game. We'll see what they do on the 3rd. 14-7 Fighting Hawks here on CBS Sports Network. Back here at Maverick Stadium, North Dakota leading Utah State 14-7. 2 early touchdown drives, Dante, for the Fighting Hawks.
Yeah, 2 early touchdown drives, and you'll see it here. Trick play from Boltman, ex-quarterback throwing the ball, touchdown to Bo Belliquist. They wanted to get him the ball and get him involved early, and then you'll see it here. Quarter, safety over the top. Looked like he had opportunity to swipe that ball out, but he didn't. Touchdown.
3rd possession of this ball game for the Fighting Hawks. Had 183 passing yards last week in the win. 114 already in this opening quarter. Weah with the carry and eventually brought down. This is one of the talking points during the week. He said when he gets to that 3rd level, he wants to make a play.
Yeah, he said when he gets to the 3rd level, he wants to make a play, Michael, but I think he missed a hole. If you look right here to the left, if he chooses to go to the left, he's probably still running. He hits his head on the goal post.
Instead, he dragged Cash Gilliam about 3 or 4 yards. 16-yard gain. 1st and 10 once again for the Fighting Hawks. Schuster looking deep, wide open. Garrett Mogg out of bounds.
And they're taking advantage of the undisciplined secondary of Utah State. When you're playing man coverage and you go with these double passes, you have to lock on your man. You cannot take your eyes to the quarterback or to a receiver that you think is getting the ball. They've had 3 big plays, and they've all been trick plays. The discipline of Utah State's secondary is lacking at this moment.
26-yard gain. 1st and 10 once again. North Dakota rolling. And off to Weah, brought down quickly. Nice defensive play. Justin Rice knows for the football.
Yeah, and they talk about his effort. And you'll see it there. Running to the football, physical at the point of arrival. Led the nation last year with 18.5 tackles for loss. They're going to make him tackle in the open field this week as well. Good job of getting him on the ground.
Lost 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 13. Luke Skokna back in the game. Right next to Tommy Schuster. Preston in motion. Schuster has to get it away quickly. It's hauled in. Zavalny gang tackled though. Nice defensive play from the Aggies.
Aggressive. Making Tommy Schuster get the ball out quick. And how many white jerseys do you see around the football there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I see 5 white jerseys, and that's what they talk about. They don't really care about how many yards you get in between the 20s. When you get into the red zone, they want to hold you to 3. They have opportunity here with a 3rd and long situation.
Could we see another trick play on 3rd down for the Fighting Hawks? Schuster gonna throw it, and it's caught, and Mogg has the 1st down. 1st and goal for the Fighting Hawks on another great throw from Tommy Schuster.
That was very easy. Tommy Schuster is cooking right now. Just an easy slant versus man coverage, open in the red zone, make the catch and get down. North Dakota is clicking on all cylinders.
Target practice for Schuster. He's on the sideline right now as Quincy Vaughn back in the game. 1st and goal for the Fighting Hawks. This has been a shocker so far. Vaughn rolling out. Gonna pass it, and it's hauled in for the touchdown. North Dakota rolling.
And that's what we talk about. Everything happens faster in the red zone. If you get your eyes in the backfield, you're going to be beat. You're going to get beat by the tight end. He's going to have a step on you. And Quincy Vaughn, that's only his 2nd pass of the year. He normally comes in the game to run the ball, quarterback sneak. There, they fool Utah State's defense for their 3rd touchdown of the 1st quarter.
So impressive from the Fighting Hawks. That was Quincy Vaughn connecting with Garrett Mogg. We've already seen 3 touchdown passes in this game for the Fighting Hawks as Adam Stage puts it through. How about this one early? 21-7. Fighting Hawks here on CBS Sports Network. (21-7). North Dakota on top. A shocker so far. Scoring summary. 6 plays, 59 yards. Took about 3 minutes. Quincy Vaughn with the touchdown pass. And it's all Fighting Hawks early in this one.
And I think the Utah State team is a little shell-shocked right now. They didn't expect North Dakota to come out and punch them in the mouth the way they're doing. They've really taken these fans out of the game.
Tyler Burrion was on the receiving end of that last touchdown. They've thrown for 160 yards as a team. 3 TDs already in the early going. North Dakota, they have not faced an FBS school since 2018. Haven't had a victory over an FBS school since 2015 when they upset Wyoming. And again, off to a fast start here. Once again through the end zone. Utah State will start from the 25. Today's player profile is brought to you by Corona Premier. Devin Tompkins.
Yeah, electric player. 5'7", 155 pounds, but he's big and hard. They'll throw any route to him. Quick. Expect him to get the ball more in this game. I'm thinking some reverses. I'm thinking some deep passes. Maybe some trick plays to Tompkins. They need somebody to give them a jump right now.
Very quiet in this early going. Again, he had 8 catches for 94 yards last week in that win over Washington State. The Aggies need something positive here. Quick handoff and nowhere to go.
Yeah, safety was waiting right there outside. Box safety, reading his keys, coming up, making a solid tackle. P and 10 is not going too well for Utah State right now.
Elliott Noah with that carry. Second down. Quick pass. Hauled in. The spin there from Derek Wright and gets out of bounds. The coaches really like Wright and what he was able to give them last week against Washington State.
Yeah, great route running ability. He has, you know, the calmness and the cool to make these type of plays. And did you see the throw from Bonner? It was a laser.
13-yard gain. 1st and 10. And there's that man. Tompkins gets out of bounds. Another nice gain for the Aggies.
There he is, just finding the soft spot in the zone. Logan Bonner is looking at him all the way, finding the soft spot, making the catch, trying to turn it upfield to make a big play. They're going to feed him tonight.
1st and 10 once again. Quick handoff to Noah, finding some running room. Finally brought down at the 25. Elliott Noah, 5'8", 200-pound sophomore.
And he's more of their power back. When they want to really enforce their will on the defense, they put him in the game, and he's going to run hard.
Fake the handoff. Bonner nearly had that one picked off. Lucky on that play as he was looking for Tompkins.
It looked like a little miscommunication over there. It looked like Tompkins was going to go for the fade ball, and it looks like Logan Bonner wanted to throw the back shoulder. They're lucky that was not intercepted. It was so close.
Sam Robertson was right there. Second and 10 for the Aggies. Faking the reverse. Noah still with the handle, but he's brought down quickly.
And
nice
this defense is in tune. It seems like they know where the ball is going before it goes there.
In the first quarter.
And that concludes a very entertaining first quarter. North Dakota with the fast start. They lead Utah State 21-7.